YouTube, what's going on? It's Father Dark. We're here on Monday, Veterans Day. Hear my kids in the backgrounds because they're out of school. I just want to say thank you to everybody for your service. Anybody that served, really do appreciate you and respect you, salute you. But yeah, also too, I want to say I apologize for not having any content out in the last like 7-8 days or so. I was really busy. I had a family member in the hospital. It was my birthday week, election week. I mean, it's just thing after thing after thing. So I have not been really doing anything except jumping on casually here and there to just kind of grind out the mastery camo. You know, got to do that. But I've just kind of been taking my time on it. I'm not sitting here sweating it out. You know, I'm getting a little too old to be sitting here having 72-hour gaming sessions and all that kind of stuff. Got kids, mortgage, all that. But like I said, we're here with the Season 1 blog for Call of Duty. We're just going to go ahead and sit back and take a little look at this and kind of break everything down to kind of understand what we're going to be looking at for Season 1. So we see here we got the roadmap. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm not really going to cover much with multiplayer just because I'm not a multiplayer person. I jump into multiplayer to simply get my mastery camos, like whenever they release new loadouts and stuff, or when the game first comes out because, you know, there's not really anything else to do. So, you know, but besides that, though, that's not really what I'm here for. I may go over some of it, but if that's like your main interest, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's probably going to be another video or a short or something like that. We're mostly going to be covering Warzone, Resurgence, all that good stuff. The new operators, battle pass, loadouts, all that jazz. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So we see here we got all this. Also zombies. Yeah, I'm not a zombies person at all. I have not touched zombies since it came out. If I do, that'll be like when the season is slow, like toward the end or something, and I feel like grinding out the camo for that. But we see here we got the operators and stuff, which I'm sure we're gonna look at in a minute. We have the new loadout weapons and stuff. I see here we have a power drill that actually looks really sick, and I'm really curious how that's gonna work like up close. Nail gun, that made sense, but a power drill, I don't really know what we're doing with that. Obviously, we got Area 99 coming out. What does this say? Returning Urzikstan. What do you mean it's returning? It never left. I guess they're talking about because it's going back to being just regular Urzikstan again. Like, does anyone care? Honestly, I don't care, but maybe someone does. I don't know. Whatever. See down here, yeah, we got the replacer. Okay, I can't really read this. It's kind of small. I think it says Brightmare. Yeah, I don't. Is that a unicorn horn? Are they bringing that back from Black Ops 4? Okay. Anyway, all right, so let's check it out here. Let's see what we got. So we got Wreak Havoc and Go Renegade. Black Ops Season 1 is here, yada, yada, yada. We're not going to watch the trailer because I'm not trying to get hit with copyright. Let's scroll down, see what we got. Yeah, we're going to skip past the multiplayer stuff. I mean, we can just kind of look at it. We got Hideout, 6v6 map, cool. What is this? Heirloom, cool. And we have Extraction, cool. All right. All right, so let's see here. We got Hacienda. Cool. I believe this is a map that's returning, but it's going to be mid-season, though. Let's see, we got Racket. Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, yeah, Nuketown Holiday. So, yeah, they said they were going to be doing Nuketown with snow and all that jazz, which is becoming pretty, like, you know, customary thing for them to do in the seasons and stuff. Just kind of changes it up a little bit. Yeah, like a snowball fight or something. That'd be cool. Anyway, yeah, so we got multiplayer modes, Ransack, brand new. Sees you looting gold bars from crates, yada, yada. Okay, so then we have Prop Hunt, which, you know, that's also standard for Black Ops, that we always get those. We have limited time modes. So additional loadout content. What do we have? Enhanced your tactical planning with 2 new perks, a new wild card, and score streak, all coming to multiplayer. So we got Shadow, perk slot 2, strategist. Okay, cool. Undetectable to enemy traps and mines. Okay. Another perk, shrapnel radar. It's going to be a perk slot 3, type recon. Okay. And we have, what is this? Dealing a blast damage to enemies will reveal them on your mini-map. This includes any enemies affected by area of effect, tacticals, lethal, field upgrades. Okay, cool. I mean, I guess that could be useful in some situations, but whatever. If you're somebody who likes to spam lethals and tacticals. And this right here, I know a lot of people are probably excited about this. We have the powerful large caliber handgun with high bullet damage and penetration. This mid-level score streak, last seen in Black Ops Cold War, allows players to equip a massively powered handgun for a finite amount of time, though it has a slow rate of fire and limited ammunition. Yeah, so like I said, we saw this in Cold War. That's a really cool and fun kill streak to use. Sorry, I keep having to pause the recording because between kids and the dogs, everybody's just kind of going crazy right now. Anyway, we got Wild Card, High Roller. So let's see. When equipped, this allows the player to have a fourth score streak to earn toward during. Oh, that's actually really cool. So you're going to be able to get a fourth score streak. I like that. That's cool. Black Ops 6 rank play launch window, the definitive rank play experience that Treyarch has been building towards since Call of Duty Vanguard, or blah, 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 is coming to Season 1 starting November 21st. So that's not going to be too long after the release that we're going to be, of the update that we're going to be getting that. Let's see, overview and features. Yeah, these skins are like literally fire. Like look at that. That's cold. Now, I highly doubt I'm ever going to get that because I usually can get no further than Crimson, because I just refuse to like try to find a team that I grind with every day for it. And past like Diamond, you're gonna have to have a team. It's just not gonna happen. Not in my lobbies. The core tenets of rank play remain the same. Yada yada. Update rank play access to ensure rank. Yeah, so this is all the same stuff. Yeah, you gotta be level 50, all that kind of jazz. They're talking about the different SRs that you're gonna need to progress to all the different ones. The only thing, so this is what I was looking for. The only thing that I've seen that's new really and different is the option to forfeit, which is really weird because I did play a multiplayer match the other day where the team forfeited, and I wondered like if that was just a glitch or a bug, but then I noticed there was only one guy left on the other team. Now, this wasn't a rank play match because obviously it's not out. This was just a standard face-off match, and the guy was able to forfeit. Sometimes they do drop the ability to test out things because it's not the first time that's happened. Maybe people got the option and just thugged it out. I don't know, but sometimes they do like kind of randomly just allow you to test out features without really notifying us to kind of see how they go or whatever. But that is going to be cool, like if it's a blowout. Counts as a standard loss and do not result. Okay, so nice. So you're not going to get any SR penalties or suspensions if it's just too crazy, but we'll have to kind of see how that works and how that benefits. I don't know if the other team is going to like benefit from that, the team that's doing the blowout, or if that's just going to be something that benefits the losing team. So so we got hard point control, search and destroy, cool beans. Okay, so this is telling you when you reach 100 points after the first round for control and for search and destroy after the third round. Okay, party skill restriction. Full parties four can now play together in rank play regardless of their individual ranks, however skill match. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of more understandable with multiplayer versus like Warzone or something like that. So, loss forgiveness, no matter what your rank, each player's first loss of the day will be forgiven and not. Oh, nice. So they're giving you the ability to have one game a day, because I guess a lot of times you get on, maybe you're not like at your full skill level yet for that day, kind of warming up. Which really I feel like you should be warming up in just regular multiplayer, but it is different with ranked though. So that's cool. Now these rank skins, pretty standard to what we've had before. The only difference is obviously kind of like, they have the hood with the hat on, etc. But this champion skin, that's fire. You already know people are about to be hacking their behinds off to get that. It's gonna be really hard for anybody to not do it because it's Call of Duty at this point. We just kind of have to learn to accept it. Rank play rewards, rank skins, win challenges. Yeah, so I mean, this is all pretty much like basic stuff that we've had before in regards to this. Let's see. Zombies content. I'm going to skip this because I don't even play zombies, so I don't even know like what's benefiting what over what or whatever. I'm sorry to my zombies people. That's not really my thing though. But you guys obviously can come and read the blog or the Twitter post or whatever to kind of understand what's happening. I will say though, they do have this Undead Terror comes to Avalon. So I guess they have a map that is coming out of Avalon. Now, I did a tour of the Avalon map. I don't remember seeing this place. So I don't know if this is just kind of something that's off to the side that wouldn't be like in the Avalon, like the actual map for Warzone or what the case is. But this does look pretty cool though. But like I said, don't play zombies. So don't really know the deal with that. Let's see, Warzone Season 1 content. So we have a user interface update. Before you drop in each match, expect a much anticipated UI update for Call of Duty Warzone. When Season 1 begins, the UI will enter a fully Realized state, Black Ops 6, Call of Duty, blah, 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 blah. Let's get past a lot of this stuff. Okay, so the store tab is going to take you to whatever you have installed. It's not going to take you to other stuff. But I mean, to be honest with you, though, uh, I mean, there shouldn't really be much difference between the Black Ops 6 store and the Warzone store, except for the fact that Warzone will have some skins that, aren't available in Black Ops. But I mean, I guess that does make sense, I guess. But Battle Pass tab will be introduced in Season 1. Similar functionality as the Store tab, directing players to the full Battle Pass within Black Ops 6 or Call of Duty Warzone. Warzone will also have its own individual user interface, improved similar to the Black Ops 6 UI. Okay, so simplifying that stuff. Now, I know this is what a lot of people are excited about right here is the new Resurgence map, Area 99, which we've seen Area 99 before because obviously like at COD Next or whichever event it was where just, not too many months ago, we got to see a lot of content creators play Area 99. The only difference is like you can kind of see it from the picture. I mean, we had that trailer, which I'm not going to play because I don't know how YouTube is going to deal with, me playing a trailer. So I don't even kind of dip into those waters. But we can kind of see the only complaint that a lot of people said about Area 99 was that it just seemed very bland color wise, which kind of seems like it's always a thing. It's like Call of Duty kind of goes back and forth where they're not trying to do like the Black Ops 4 thing where everything almost seemed like too saturated. And then it's like they kind of want to go back to the original Modern Warfare, everything just being like grays and browns and stuff, just very dull. But they did, spice up the color a little bit, turned up the saturation on a lot of different places and stuff to just give it a little bit more color, which is nice. But let's see, set against the unrelenting heat of Nevada's desert. Area 99, or more specifically the Echo Ridge Weapon Station, was a top secret government site constructed in the 1950s, concealed from the public just miles away from the original Nuketown testing site. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of like what we already knew. For those of you who don't, like, they're saying that this is basically outside of like the original Nuketown, which I thought that Nuketown was like on here, kind of the same way that like they had a version of Nuketown in Blackout. But I could be wrong though. Somebody let me know in the comments if that's true or not. The entire region was subsequently abandoned after an unfortunate reactor leak, and the project was erased by the government. So yeah, so we see here, this is one of the skins for Marshall. It's kind of like a SWAT skin that's actually pretty cool for the Milsim people. I know they're going to like that, but we can already kind of see that, I hope what they're doing to kind of appease both groups is giving a fair amount of the Milsim skins and the really crazy skins, because me personally, I don't play Call of Duty for realism. Like, there's literally, in my opinion, there's nothing realistic about Call of Duty. It's probably one of the most unrealistic shooters on the planet, right? Other than, stuff like Apex and all that kind of stuff, right? But as far as it being a game that's supposed to be more like the aesthetic is grounded, everything else is completely unrealistic. There's nothing that we do in this game that any real military groups would be doing, right? Like outside of maybe the inspect animations for our loadouts and stuff. But the actual gameplay, the way the damage is dealt, the healing up automatically, getting shot a billion times and just walking it off, like completely unrealistic, right? So, but I understand that there are a lot of people where they want that like grounded realism and stuff. So this is nice, but with me personally, I want to have the most outlandish, crazy skins humanly possible. I love running around as a Gundam or Nicki Minaj or any of this other stuff. And quite honestly, it's not really because that's what I care about, because in all actuality, you don't even see your skin. It's only the other people. It's more of an insult to the people that don't want to get deleted by Nicki Minaj or Gundam or Spawn or whatever, right? So I'm just a troll. I enjoy trolling. That's my thing. My age, I get off on trolling. But like I said, some people, they want to sit here and pretend that they're really in the military and that they're really, out here doing it. So I get it, right? Do your thing. Expect the gameplay to be just as fast and tactical as you weave through a blistering desert environment with main roadways to traverse either on foot or via vehicles, and locations also linked via open sand-filled trenches. So yeah, it's just kind of explaining like, what we're going to be getting into, yada, yada. So we can kind of see here, we see Echo Ridge, the weapon station, all that kind of stuff. That's cool. We got the mannequin assembly. Black Ops really loves those mannequins. I mean, like, that was actually one of the craziest missions in the campaign. Spoiler alert, go ahead and skip about 30, 40 seconds up if you haven't played it. But yeah, that mannequin mission, the whole time I was just sitting here like, yo, let me turn a light on or do something, because that legitimately terrified me. And it's rare that I play a Call of Duty campaign and feel terrified. That never happens. But that was a very trippy mission though. But yeah, we got the mannequin assembly. Next we got test site, which I mean, it's kind of obvious, like, you know, what's going on here. We can see this is where they like to test those nukes off. Good for them. Got the bunker. Assuming this is going to be underground. Obviously, it's a bunker. Yeah, we can kind of see that. This is cool. We have the reactor. Also pretty obvious to what's going on here. Looks pretty cool. We have the cooling towers. Warehouse, which would be the new factory. Cool beans. Like it. Manufacturing, which is also a factory. So this is cool. Let's see. Loading bay. All right. And let me know in the comments what you guys think, like the new, like, you know, hotspot is to drop it, where everybody's going to be like, what's going to be the control center, or, you know, the store type of deal where everybody's always dropping it. Now this, I'm interested to see how this plays out, you know, because this is probably just one of the more colorful, like eye-catching kind of places. And I do feel like a lot of people are going to want to drop here. But the layout of this just seems very weird to play in. It's going to be really interesting to see how people handle gunfights and stuff here. So let's see. Season 1 returning maps. Accompanying Area 99 through Season 1. 2 massive returning play spaces, each integrated into Black Ops 6 global systems, yada, yada. So yeah, so they're bringing back Urzikstan and Rebirth Island. So Urzikstan, I don't even need to read this. I know they said on Twitter, they were saying that the scene is what happened in Shape of Your Frank's ranked play battle royale at mid-season. Oh, so they're actually going to have ranked play for big map now. That's going to be really interesting, because they haven't done that in a while. Or I mean, I guess it just feels like a while, because, you know, we had, you know, Resurgence ranked play for so long. But, you know, this is what a lot of people were asking for. I mean, I feel like that's Call of Duty community. A lot of people were asking for Resurgence rank play because that was the more popular mode. But then, you know, once you, you know, it's like a dog chasing its tail or a car or whatever, right? Like you want it so bad, and then when you get it, you realize that it's irritating and that's probably not the best thing for it. But then you just complain to get back to whatever you had initially, which was the bigger map, which just plays a lot differently, a lot slower, obviously, than Resurgence, where, you know, people were just stacked on top of each other, and there really wasn't too many places to get away from, especially on Rebirth Island, which me personally, that's kind of like what I prefer. I hate like having to chase somebody and then lose them in some building with a million stories and all that kind of stuff, versus, you know, Rebirth, where you can, you know, they start running. As long as you can eventually catch up to them, you know where they're going to go. There's only so many places to go, right? So let's drop down here. We don't really need to look at this. It's Rebirth Island. Like, I don't think they're changing anything. Yeah, so let's see. So next we have, yeah, so they're saying Battle Royale, 120 players. Was Battle Royale already 120 players? Or was it just 100 players? Like, what was going on? Or is that less than? Yeah, I don't remember. I've been playing so much Resurgence, I don't even remember how many players that we had in the regular Battle Royale mode, to be honest with you. Let me know in the comments, like, how many we've had throughout the last year or whatever. Let's see. Area 99 and Rebirth Island at launch. So that's going to be interesting. Like, you're going to have a lot of people that are going to be... I really can't imagine when a new map comes out why someone would want to play Rebirth Island. I think that's just kind of weird a little bit to me. But, you know, to each his own. Everybody, you know, is into different stuff. So let's see. We've got Plunder for the Plunder people that like to grind out their stuff, you know, that don't have multiplayer. You're going to be able to do that. Good deal. Call of Duty Warzone rank play. So let's see. Rank play makes a triumph and return to the big map. Yeah, so they definitely are bringing to the big map, bringing rank play to Call of Duty Warzone earlier in the season than ever before. Prove your prowess by outsmarting. And did it say when? It said mid-season. Okay, so we know after a couple of weeks. Now, this is something that's really interesting right here. Usually whenever there's a new game that comes out, I mean, obviously they'll change the infill, the exfil, the gulag, and all that stuff. But the fact that they're adding the winner's circle, that's going to be really, really interesting, you know, because we had, I guess technically you could kind of say that, like, we had like a winner's circle before where they would, you know, kind of give out the different things to people and all that kind of stuff. But now, like, it's actually going to be just like it is in like multiplayer. So that's going to be really, really interesting to me to see kind of like how that plays out. Let's see, loadout and weapons. So yeah, they're basically changing this to make it look more like the Black Ops 6 user interface, kind of getting away from the more modern looking aesthetic from like Modern Warfare. Loadout notes, primary weapons are divided into assault rifles. Yeah, this is all stuff that we already know. Attachments when available in Lock of 6 multiplayer. This means 4 statistical categories, firepower, accuracy. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, so the other thing that people were saying is that there's going to be like a total of like 177 weapons or something like that. This looks like it would be more because this says primary weapons 136. So yeah. So I guess once you add in like pistols and grenade launchers, melees, all that kind of stuff, that's going to be a lot. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't be worried about how many primary weapons, loadouts, all this different stuff are going to be in the game, simply because if you've been playing Call of Duty since the Modern Warfare 1 era, since we've had the original integration with Warzone and all that kind of stuff in multiplayer, the way that it's always worked is whenever the new game comes out, the old weapons get nerfed into the ground. Like they're no longer usable. They either get nerfed into the ground or they just make the new loadouts so overpowered that everything else is just irrelevant. I mean, we all remember like the DMR meta and just every other meta that we had from Black Ops, when it came out after Modern Warfare 1, right? So, and it was the same thing with Vanguard. Where we had every Vanguard loadout that came out that was integrated after the fact was just completely broken and way better than everything else in the game. So that's just kind of the way that it goes. I mean, it makes sense because why would you put all these new loadouts into the game and not make them the new ones to play? Now, it does kind of suck for the people that don't own multiplayer. They haven't had a chance to level up everything. But I'll be honest with you on that, too. I'm almost complete with my mastery camo, and I was looking at it last night. Like the highest that I have any one of my loadouts in Black Ops is like level like 26 or something like that. I'm not even halfway through leveling up any of the weapons because there is no like you don't have to level them up to unlock the ability to get camos. You can just from the second that you unlock the loadout, you can just immediately start getting your headshots and getting your camos and stuff like that. So, and it's way quicker to get the mastery camo on something than it is to actually level it up. For some reason, weapon leveling is just atrocious as far as how slow it is in the game. So, we have that, but next, let's see here. So yeah, they're adding in different lethals and tacticals. I mean, some of this stuff is stuff that we've already had, but then there's a few things like the Nero gas. They're saying shock charges, but we already had those. They're really, if anything, they're just making them look like the way they do in the game. Then we have like the spy camera, which we already kind of had that. There's the only thing that looks like this ain't really different is like the Nero gas. I mean, there's everything else is the same, so that's cool, but not really. Available tacticals, yeah, we already read that. And then we have the lethals. So I mean, like I said, all this stuff is kind of like the same. It's just they're doing it in an aesthetic like it's just like a more like a beta version of what already exists. I mean, look at this drill charge. It looks like a great value version, you know what I mean? And then we have the combat axe, right? So blast trap is pretty much what like a claymore or something like that. Spring mine, bouncing Betty, just different names and looks to them, but whatever. Something different. So the thing I'm noticing too is that you're gonna have kill streaks, right? So we're gonna have the SAM turret, and give me just 1 second here. Yeah, sorry, I had to do something. But we're gonna have the SAM turret, we're gonna have the counter UAV, care package, cluster strike, napalm strike, and sentry turret, right? So these are cool. Like we've always had kill streaks, but like they're kind of updating them. We have the sentry turret, and I'm pretty sure this is automatic when I'm seeing one like doing it's firing off. So I'm going to assume that that's going to be an automatic one, which will be cool in certain scenarios. Be interesting how that plays like in the end game and stuff like that. Care packages. Curious to see, what's going to even be in the care packages. I would assume that it's some of the stuff in here, and then we're going to have napalm strikes, which look like they're taking over for like air strikes. So that will also be really interesting. I mean, cluster strikes, we've had that, but having it says examples, so maybe they're going to have more. Interesting. But yeah, so it says you can find them as ground loot or you can get them at a buy station. So it's kind of the same thing with that. Like I said, it's just kind of like throwing on a new coat of paint, refreshing a lot of stuff. Available field upgrades. I don't see anything that's really much different. So we got like the war cry. That'll be interesting. But I feel like we already kind of had that with the I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the little thing you picked up that you like twist like a bottle and it basically give your teammates like more like health like in the gas. You can move faster, that kind of stuff. Utility box. PRB, portable deploy beacon. Okay, so yeah, it's a lot of this stuff. And morphine injector. So that's going to be interesting because the morphine injector gives you last stand. So I'm wondering if they're going to give you that. Let's see. Yeah, so this is for Warzone. So I wonder if the morphine injector is going to give you like last stand. That'll be really, really interesting to see. Because I know a lot of people are going to be thrown off by that, not expecting it. Because we get so used to just the timing of downing people and hitting with a throwing knife or something, whatever, moving on to the next teammate. So that'll be interesting. Available score streaks. We got the UAV, counter UAV, advanced, precision airstrike. So the precision airstrike is still going to be in the game. Okay. So I have bunker busters, supply UAVs, but okay. So and then on top of that, you have the napalm strike. So that's interesting. Wait a second. In the case of score streak. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So cool perks. All right. So interesting with this, the perks, some of these are like going to be the same, but then some of them are going to be different. And also they're adding the wild cards, and they have the lootable perks as well, which I see there's only 2 right now that they have these question marks. So clearly they're going to be adding in some more. By the time the end of the game's lifespan comes, they're probably going to be all over the place. But yeah, you can kind of see here, I'm not going to read all of these off, but we see here that, there's multiple that have been brought in from Black Ops, and then we still have some that are going to be ones that we've had before, like Irradiated and stuff like that. So the wild card names and the perks are going to have Overkill, Bandolier, Gunfighter, and Battle Ready. So that's going to be interesting to see because, you got to think, with, what is it, Gunfighter? I think that's the one that gives you the ability to put multiple perks on a loadout and stuff like that, or attachments, I mean. So, there's going to be some probably broken metas that people are using that are just attachment out, especially if we're still able to use our attachments from previous games and stuff like that. The possibilities are just going to be insane in regards to what you're going to be able to use and stuff. So the pick 3 pre-match perks. Prior to match, you're choosing 1 perk from each of the following lists. Yada yada, reflexes, veteran. Okay, so they're just kind of naming off the perks here. We'll scroll past that. Let's see, little perks and specialists. So I guess they're bringing specialists back. Yeah, skip past this. Yeah, they're just kind of still naming off perks. All right, so the company you keep, operators, 157. So yeah, that's what they were saying, is that there's gonna be 157 operators, which some people are like, they just need to start over and get rid of all the operators. Guys, you gotta think about this from a business standpoint, right? Some people don't like the current operators or something, right? Some people they have their operators they like and they want to keep using them. You think about a game like Fortnite and why Fortnite is so successful. Same thing with Apex, all these different games. The skins that you've had since the beginning of time in those games, you still have access to them. Call of Duty is the only game that completely wiped out everyone's operators and stuff. And, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it does feel like I have so many operators that I've acquired over however many years since the reset and stuff like that I kind of forget. But I'm also the kind of person where daily, I like to change my operators out. It's nice when, you're playing with your friends or something like that, and you guys, maybe one friend only has a certain skin or something, and you all have it or can get it, and you want to rock that skin, whatever. And sometimes it's nice to have different ones for different seasons and stuff, right? We just got all those really cool Halloween skins next year. Maybe you want to rock it again or whatever. Christmas skins, whatever, right? So from a business standpoint, it really doesn't make sense to just get rid of a lot of skins. And if you think 157 skins or operators, whatever, however you want to look at it, is a lot, bro, just look at Fortnite. We're talking about thousands upon thousands and thousands of different skins and stuff like that. So the menu shouldn't be too insane in regards to separating them and all that kind of stuff. I see here, it looks like that they have a menu that you can go between now to get to all the different operators. So the menu's not super long and everything. I see 29 skins for these. Why do they have 29? That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, but it looks like it'll be a lot easier to go between all of that stuff. They're kind of like they said, streamlining it. So let's see, new combat features. Yeah, so Omni Movement, that's going to be really awesome to play with. I've been enjoying Omni Movement now that I'm getting used to it. I had to break a lot of really bad habits, just like an example, sliding. We've all been so used to having to look in the direction that you're sliding in, whereas I've kind of had to break that habit that I can slide in any direction. I can slide backwards while shooting, or slide, left to right, all that kind of stuff. The diving, being able to turn while diving in midair, and just so many different things that the Omni Movement offers. I know a lot of people thought it was very gimmicky, but you're about to, F around and find out because, people are really starting to pull off some amazing stuff with Omni Movement. And, it's just going to be one of those things where you're going to have to adapt. I've seen it all. I've been playing since World at War when there was no movement, where you felt like you weighed 1,000,000 pounds, and then I saw the Modern Warfare movement, people slide canceling, bunny hopping, drop shotting, just doing all the, the typical nonsense. Up until now where we have Omni Movement. And like I said, it's just one of those things where, you're either going to have to get with it or skill-based matchmaking will eventually do its thing and knock you down a few pegs to where, the level of people that aren't taking advantage of it. So let's see. Emotes and sprays. I'm really excited to see emotes and sprays come back. Mostly sprays. I feel like sprays should have never left. They were really fun to play with. I can't tell you how many times we put a spray of someone that looked like a real person on a wall. Dudes burst up in there all gung-ho, only to empty half their clip into some spray paint, and get shot in the back. So that's going to be really cool to see which ones they bring back and just something extra to just have, so that's cool. Quick inventory. So they're bringing this back. I feel like they're reverting a lot of stuff. And me personally, I don't know how I feel about this. I kind of preferred the backpack system where I was allowed to carry what I wanted to, so I could prioritize the things that I wanted to prioritize. If I wanted to put 4 UAVs in my bag and then the rest just be plates, or just mostly plates, or carry a bunch of extra rockets, whatever, I kind of like that. But we'll see though. We'll see how this works out. Hopefully they're bringing back floating loot, so we don't have to keep staring at the ground. Cash on hand, gas mask, armor plates, kill streak, field upgrade. Yeah, okay, cool. So now I see also too we have the satchels. So people that played original Warzone, they know like we had those like the armor satchels and stuff like that, which would allow you to carry more plates. But this time though, the only difference is I'm seeing that they have an armor satchel now, so you'll be able to carry more. Ammo satchel. So you'll be able to carry more ammo of like whatever type. I don't know if it just kind of a set amount, or if it allows you like to choose which one, like if you only want to carry rockets, whatever. So that'll be interesting to see. Progressing prestige, we already know prestiging is awesome, and they really did a great job with prestige, being able to unlock certain skins and blueprints and stuff like that from prestiging, and plus just having the bragging rights of it is nice. So let's see, the Call of Duty Warzone mobile integration intel. I'm gonna skip past this because I don't play Warzone mobile. If you play Warzone mobile, this is probably definitely not the page for you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't ever cover anything regarding Warzone mobile, and it's not personal. I don't play it, so I prefer to cover the things that I actually kind of like know about and understand versus just talking out of the side of my neck, right? And I don't know what they're doing with Zev. The Zev skins just kind of seem wild. Like they're just doing a lot with Zev. I'm just gonna leave that at that. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just being like, why is she rocking like a great value Robin mask? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the whole Zeb thing, because it's just wild. Because anybody that's played the campaign, Zeb is actually she's a really pretty girl. You know what I mean? When you have to do like the mission where you're going to the fundraiser or whatever it is, or gala event or whatever for Bill Clinton, she was looking good, you know what I mean? But then they do all this stuff to her. It might be me. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't get it, right? As far as weapons, though, we got the Krig C at launch, which is going to be nice. Secondary weapon, we have the SOG. That's going to be the SMG. Let's see. And then we're going to have the Maelstrom, which is going to be mid-season. That's going to be a shotgun. Then we're going to have what looks like a 50 cal. So you're going to have the AMR Mod 4, and that's going to be mid-season. Let's see here. Is the Shoddy mid-season too? Yeah, these are both mid-season. So the only things that we're getting initially are going to be this SMG and the Krig C, which I'm fine with. There's plenty of stuff already to, especially for a lot of people that don't have multiplayer to unlock in the game and level up and everything like that. Let's see what we got next. What is this? A secondary? So, and this is in season as well. What is this called? The Siren 9mm. That thing looks like someone just made that in their backyard. I'm really interested to see how that works. All right, so let's see here. Now, this is what I was looking for. This is a melee weapon. It's just a drill. But is that really going to be better than just a knife? Let's see. There's no better tool for the job than a power drill, offering a rapid attack speed, quick follow-up hits to get the job done, including a mix of sweeps, jabs, uppercuts. Interesting. That's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. Oh, they're giving a lot of melee weapons. So the next one we have is the cleaver. Oh, look at that dude. He's just like, yo, man, why you pull that out? But it's like, bro, you have a gun. Why are you concerned about a cleaver, though? Anyway, let's see. Oh, yeah, they said they were adding Dragon's Breath, buffer weight stock, burst fire conversion, and burst fire conversion for the Compact 92, which, do we even have a comp? Okay. I saved SMGs for last to do Mastery Camo. I'm coming up on them right now. I just have to finish a shotgun or two, and then I'm on to the SMGs, and I'll be done. So forgive me if that's already in the game. I don't remember seeing that one, though. So let's see. What else do we have? The Challenges Armory. So, yeah, coming to Black Ops 6. The Armory unlocks level 24. Yeah, we'll skip all that. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Season 1 events. The hit list events are back, provide some of the finest cosmetic loots, etc., etc. So yeah, this is just gonna be like regular events that we would normally have in Warzone, but it's gonna be, now this skin right here, that's Zeb. I can get behind that. Like, I like that. It's some Zoe Zaldana type vibes right there. I'm liking that. But whatever that other bootleg luchador type deal was, I don't know what that is, but yeah, couldn't care less. Not possible. Yeah, so the hit list, yeah, they're going to be doing that. And it says they're going to have one focused on zombies during the latter half of the season, so that's cool for the zombie people. Looking out for you all. And let's see the Master Prestige menu. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing, multiplayer, you already kind of know about the Master Prestige, all that kind of stuff. So next we have the Battle Pass, and with the Battle Pass we have, they're simplifying it. So they took away the overview grid thing where you were able to do sectors and select the ones that you wanted to. They took that away, and they just made it like the standard OG Battle Pass, which is cool. You know what I mean? I'm down with that, but at the same time, I did kind of like the sectors because it allowed you to choose like where you wanted to go to unlock. You didn't have to, but I'm seeing down here it says level 3 for the new weapon and level 6. So I'm curious to know if you're gonna be able to get those sooner, because before they were like all the way at like level like 16, and then it'd be like level 30 or something like that in the Battle Pass. You'd be unlocking the new weapons, which was kind of trash in my opinion. So yeah, so I see here we got that, unlocking a page, etc., unlocking later pages, cram with content. Yo, like, what is this, bro? What is this, man? Is this supposed to be like what are we doing here, man? It might just be me, man, but I'm just not digging this. Like, is that the final skin? Like, seriously? Or what is this? I hope that's not the final skin. That is not it, man. Yo, Blackcell, this actually looks tough. Only thing that I want to say is that I saw they were saying that for the Blackcell, you're going to get like a hyena finishing move. Yo, how many times are we going to do the dogs and stuff? Like, bro, I've gotten so many of these. I have like 4 different dog finishers. I'm pretty sure I already have a hyena finisher. I got like a robotic dog. I have a zombie dog. I mean, y'all can't come up with something more original than the dog thing, man? Like, I mean, I love dogs. You know what I'm saying? I have one. Big old German Shepherd. But after like the 5th one, I think I'm good, bro. I take something else at that point, I am paying like a lot of additional money for Blackcell, so, but it is worth it, though. This time they are going to have 3 different versions of like the Battle Pass, which I think they've done it before, right? I just usually get the Blackcell, but they have like the standard one, which unlocks nothing except your access to the Battle Pass. Then they have one that comes with like some tier skips, but then they're going to have like the actual like $30 Blackcell, which, in my opinion, it's better to just go ahead and like pay for the Vault Edition, especially if you're on like Xbox or PC. You can just pay the extra additional $30. You don't have to buy the game, right? And that will give you more tier skips and just content, period, than the actual just regular $30 Blackcell. Which you end up making that back usually in COD points, like the extra like $20 that you spend versus like just the $10, right? Because it's 30, so 20 plus 10, but anyway, you usually get the $20 back in COD points. They usually give you like 2,400 COD points back, right? So it's really, you're just kind of paying to just get COD points essentially with all this extra content, which they usually put a decent amount of content in the Blackcell that's exclusive to it, right? one of the biggest questions people usually will ask me in my comments, they'll say, how'd you get that? How'd you get that? How'd you get that? And it's like, that's Blackcell. And I go, oh, I wish I would have known that, right? So I really feel like they should do a better job letting people know all the different things that are in the Blackcell, so that they, would be more apt to want to get it instead of seeing it later and then going, man, I wish I would have gotten that. So let's see. Yeah, so this is the Blackcell operator. He looks tough. I'm actually going to save this for another, for an image. Yeah, for a thumbnail, because this dude's tough. This might actually be the thumbnail of the video. I don't know, but bro's tough. Yeah, so this skin, not bad. This is cool. Kind of reminds me, I feel like they're trying to make her like the Valeria, but I don't think she's Valeria level though. You know what I mean? It could be me though. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think she's Valeria level. But this skin seems very like Valeria-esque, from like, what was it, Modern Warfare 2, I think, when they had the skin that was kind of like this. It wasn't as much red though. It was more like a kind of like a zombie vampire kind of type of deal. I can remember. Yo, the replacer, that is fire. He's a store bundle, okay, but I guess he's gonna have two different variations though. This like lava fire version and like his regular version. It's about time to replace him, man. They've been using this dude forever, and I don't know why they're just now giving him a bundle. But I'm not gonna complain about that because the replacer is that guy. He says, "I'm your daddy now." The replacer, that's a quote. Yeah, I'm definitely copping him. Yeah, that's gonna be an immediate cop. So we got the competitor CDL home and away bundles. Those are gonna be coming. Fire. Let's see. New store offerings. So I think we're kind of coming up on the end here. See, they got like the Draconic Forge Mastercraft. This looks insane. They're coming out the gate just popping off. They're like, we're not even playing around and waiting till the end of the game to start coming out with the insane skins. I can only imagine what like they're coming out with early on in the next season to top all this stuff. Yes, we got this one. This is a Mastercraft. They love these zombie-esque things with the Black Ops community. This is a cool Milsim skin. What are we doing with this guy? Like, I mean, bruh, that must be something about some zombie stuff that I don't know about. This right here, this dude looks like, like he might have supported He Who Shall Not Be Named. I don't know what's going on with him, but it looks all right. Let's see, upgrade to Black Ops 6 today. Cool. And yeah, so that's the end right there. So guys, let me know in the comments if you made it this far. I appreciate you watching. I took my time with this one. I see we're sitting at 41 minutes here. Like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. And I appreciate you stopping by, watching the video. But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one though.